What's up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages? It is time for the greatest hour in wrestling podcast. It is time for the PinFall Podcast. Welcome. I am Josh Sunrise, as well as known as the Human Snow Cone, and I am joined by my partner, the one and only, if you will, baby, William H.D. Morgan.
That is me. That is I. It is me. How y'all doing tonight? Let's do this thing.
So, how you doing tonight, buddy?
Doing good, man. Doing good. How you doing, bro?
Doing pretty good. We haven't been on in a couple of weeks. A lot of shit has went down in the wrestling world. We're gonna dive right into it. So, I'm not even gonna do an intro because the way we're gonna change this show up a little bit. No topic tonight. We're just gonna discuss all the things in wrestling that's going on and take us down that rabbit hole. Because it never fails. Like, those are always some of our best shows. So, first topic I want to discuss, AEW Dynamite or AEW Rampage versus SmackDown. Friday night, 30 minutes. SmackDown went over 30 minutes on FS1, and they went commercial free. Competed against Rampage, first 30 minutes in their hour show. Rampage, AEW threw out all the stops at this one. They did a buy-in for a TV show for the first time ever. And in that fucking buy-in, you had Bobby Fish versus an enhancement talent. Nobody cares. But you had you had Daniel Bryan versus Minoru Suzuki on the buy-in for a TV show on YouTube. Wow. I watched this, and I'm sitting there and I'm watching it. And let me just say, when I'm watching this, I was not sober, and it was not on things that y'all know I do.
He wasn't sober.
Let's just say I was walking in the magical garden of the shrooms and the munchkins. But I'm watching this match, and I am looking at it, and I'm like, this is a pay-per-view. Like, I could see this match in the Tokyo Dome at, like, their WrestleMania, the G1 Climax, and I'm watching it on YouTube in a buy-in for a TV hour program. It was insane to me that they pulled that match out, but I mean, good on them for that. The early numbers have come out, and supposedly it's 7,000 to like 5,000. SmackDown doesn't surprise me. But on that same note, how many people were switching over, recording one, went and finished watching SmackDown, and then moved over or started over? Because I was a bad fan. I was not watching it. No, I did. Did I watch that live? No, I did not watch it live because it clashed with the Astros.
Well, you know, the only thing SmackDown's got going is Roman Reigns.
See, people want to love and support everything WWE does, and
hell no.
Even Roman, the whole thing's getting a little stale on me. I'm wondering, is Brock gonna turn? Is Paul gonna turn on Brock or turn on Roman at Crown? But back to this head-to-head thing, I just honestly, I have 95% of what Tony Khan has done with AEW. I fully agreed with. The last week and a half, he has been really like almost cutthroat at AEW a little bit. He egged on this rivalry. He's egged on a few things here and there. Making the comment that he's got more money too. I do agree with this fact. He put this the other day. He said people constantly comparing him to Ted Turner. The difference is and I've said this on the show before, Tony knows wrestling way better than Ted knows wrestling.
Ted ain't had no clue.
He had no clue. Ted saw dollar signs. That's all that Ted saw.
You know what he told Vince? We get into the wrestling bit, bro. We get into the wrestling business. Bruh, that tells me right there you have no clue what's going on. None.
So I think you're going to have this again October 29th. It's going to be back on FS1 because of the World Series.
Right.
And then hockey's pretty much going to be pushing Dynamite out of its Wednesday spot every now and then until they move in January.
Yep.
And so this is going to happen probably a couple more times. I think Tony, to me personally, this was a success for them. They still pulled 500,000. Like, people are constantly talking about the ratings for the Rampage show. It's just not doing it. There's no storylines. It's just a bunch of matches, which it is. But you also have to remember, so was Dynamite in the beginning.
Yeah.
AEW's done it differently. They haven't just thrown together storylines to build a show. They put together great matches that build storylines within them that lead to storylines outside of the ring that build the wrestler, the show, everything, all of it at once. Right. It's the same thing. People are shitting at. What did you think of the TBS title? What do you think of that? They needed a mid-card women's title.
They did. And I'm not going to say...
Take the name out of it. Take the name out of
it. They did. I'm not going to say here in front. I just wish...
It will help that division.
I just wish the belt looked a little better.
Yes. I wish they hadn't have done that. I will even say, to have now a TNT mid-card men's title and a TBS mid-card women's title, it just seems corny to me. Yeah. Like, I get it. Yeah. I do. But...
You can
on that same note, we were saying that same thing a year ago about the TNT title, and they've done it right. People still call it the TNT title, but they recognize it for what it is. It's a TV title.
Right.
And if take the name out of it, the name won't matter in a year.
Yeah.
But if they build it right, just like they did the TNT title,
and
it could mean a lot, real help for that women's division.
Yeah, because it gives them another title to compete.
It gives them another title to shoot for. It brings up a second person into that spotlight, which brings me to who gets it first.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
I got 3. Ty Conte. I think Ty Conte, she has been in those top 5 rankings for forever.
She has been.
Forever. She's been number 2 for quite some time. She sat in the number 2 spot. My other one, she hasn't been there long enough yet to win it back. Anna Jay. Anna Jay is just, she's talented. She's fucking talented.
I agree.
Penelope Ford. I fucking hate her.
I'll let her see Penelope get it.
Hate her.
I know you do.
Because of the character.
I know you do.
But she's so god dang talented, man.
She can go, man.
So can go. She can talk. She's the entire package.
Oh yeah.
So those would probably be my 3. And then of course, you can't say this list without mentioning Thunder Rosa. Like Thunder Rosa should almost be champion.
The only thing with Thunder Rosa though would it be? Yeah, you just said it. She could be the champion. So
I don't see them taking the world title off of Britt for a while. Unless she gets hurt. She's so over, and they worked so long to put her in the spot they've got her in as the face of the women's division.
Yeah.
So unless she gets hurt, I don't see that changing for a little bit.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, with these quarterly pay-per-views, you never know what's going to happen.
They may feel to put Thunder Rosa in that spot might bring a little bit of fresh air to the women's division. Because now you got to ask yourself, does she really need the title to be the face?
Britt? No.
Yeah,
I fully, honestly, truly believe Britt does not need a title to be
the
top dog in the women's division.
Yeah.
What up? It's the Fan Dynasty dork.
I mean, to be honest, because let's look at it. Let's look at it like this. There's plenty of women that you've seen at NWB and in Impact that were the face, but they weren't champions.
Yeah.
Look at Gail Kim, face, no champion. Look at Mickie James, face, no champion.
I mean, they both held it at a time.
At a time, but they were faces at the time, and they didn't necessarily need the title. So you can do the same thing with Britt.
You brought up something I really want to talk about, and I want to talk about Impact tonight because Impact doing some things.
They're doing some intergender stuff I'm interested in too.
Doing some things. Yeah, and we're gonna do a whole discussion on Impact here in a minute. I want to finish this since we're kind of focusing on AEW. Go into the next thing. Last week, Dynamite, Casino Battle Royale. Dude, it happened. Hangman Adam Page returns, wins it. Has a title shot at Full Gear versus Omega. Do they finally pull the trigger on Hangman?
He ain't beating Omega, though.
No, that's my question. Do they finally? I think he does. It is to the point. Maybe not now. Maybe it's not this one.
Maybe down the road.
But if it's not this match, they build something the next 3 months, and he does it at Double or Nothing.
That's true. They can build a good feud.
And that's only because I don't know if there is enough time to build and there is already feud there. You got to remember, they've been building Omega to this since he lost to Jericho.
Yes.
Like they have shown that the long draw story can work. Like his whole alcoholism, and then the baby, like the natural thing of him having a baby on top of that just works so well into his storyline that they were building.
Yep.
The Dark Order thing, the Elite thing, all of that. So maybe they do find a way. And there are a lot of people already, a lot of AEW people that want Hangman to win it. People are a little tired of Omega. Plus, like you were saying with Britt, I don't think at this point Omega needs a title to be over as the number one heel.
Facebook user.
I agree with you, Facebook user. So please click the link so we know who this is. Because I agree. It's time to get the title off Omega. And he's built what he needed to build.
He's already proven his point.
He's proven his point as the belt collector. He can be the heel, especially with the Elite behind him, be the faction that they need to be without being at the tag. So I think at Full Gear, he drops it to Omega, and Omega will be your first pure All Elite champion. Pretty cool. I think it's Brandon Randall.
It might be Brandon.
I think it's Brandon. He said, "We'll make a guess who this is." I think it's Brandon.
Yes, I think it's Brandon. Oh, I should say Logan Wayne.
So, what else? And then the promo Hangman delivered on Dynamite this Saturday was amazing. Talking about how the cowboy shit chants and the fans have just gotten him back into it, and like it was a really good promo. And then I think after he wins it at Full Gear, I think Moxley.
Oh, that's my man. Oh, yeah, that's my man, Big Tone. Big Tone, what's up, man?
I think honestly, after Full Gear, I think Moxley is about to turn heel.
Ooh.
I think Moxley will be Omega's first challenger after he turns heel, and I'm not sure. If he doesn't lose it to Mox, makes Mox 2-time, and then that sends Omega or Page spiraling again, and then that gives another comeback story.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah. That's interesting, making him heel too.
I think that's coming. Only for the promos he's been dropping lately. He's been getting more and more frustrated in his promos. He came out this week, had a match with Wheeler Yuta, destroyed him in like 2 minutes. Paradigm shifted him in a minute and a half. Callback.
Way to play the old title of the show.
Callback. So you know what? We're going to take our first commercial break, and then we are going to move into what we just discussed. We're going to talk about some Impact, because I'm telling you guys, if you don't have eyes on Impact lately, you're missing out, because they're doing some things. We'll be right back.
Up like we do. No one does us like we do. Always go hard with this crew. Welcome to the show, let's make moves. Nothing's gonna stop us, it's not to get rough. Turn the whole room up, it's never enough. Let's go, 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 let's go.
All right. And those commercials you just saw, I always forget to do this anymore, so I'm going to actually do it for once. So those commercials you just saw are Raise Energy. You can use code GGN10 at repsports.com for 15% off your entire order. Raise Energy. Go check that out. Support them. Support us. Gamer World. You can find them and go use code XXP for 10% off on your order. Geek Gauntlet, Saturdays, Will Shaw, break down all things geek on William Morgan's Twitch.
We also had a podcast, a cosplayer last night, so definitely check her out.
And then Sports Report, you can catch that on Mondays with Will, Tony C, 7, Dirty Dan. And I've been meaning to stop in, but God, there's been so many frustrating things happening in Houston sports. Like, it's just, dude, I had every intention of coming on last week to just rant on that White Sox player dropping bullshit allegations in that interview. Dude, that pissed me. Oh, that pissed me the fuck off.
I feel you.
Dude, it pissed me off. Like, unfounded bullshit.
I feel you, man. Oh my goodness.
But so Impact Wrestling. I know you don't watch a lot of wrestling, but you keep up. Mm-hmm. So how much have you kept up with Impact?
Look, man, all I got to say, they're kind of doing some things I didn't expect. They got an intergender 6-way tag match tournament coming up. I was sort of kind of shocked about that because you don't really see that. You see that more in the indies, where you can sort of kind of get away with it more than you do in a mainstream media. I know WB tried.
Wait, they have an intergen. I didn't see that.
Check it out. I think I'm correct. I might be wrong. I might that's for the event October 23rd. Could be wrong.
Oh yeah,
Impact Digital Media Championship. First of all,
spoiler alert there, because I don't know if that's actually been announced for sure yet.
Yeah, they look like
on the show.
Be. But if you do that, that's sort of kind of taboo in mainstream because that's something you see on the indie scene. That's not something you really see. You know,
But this title, they're trying to do a digital media. It's gonna be kind of like a TV title, is what I've heard.
Yeah.
To be defended on YouTube as well as on TV. I think just like the 24/7 title, it's almost got to be non-gender.
Got it. Yeah, that's true too. That's true too. I didn't think about the 24/7 title. Look, all I got to say is I'm pulling for Jordan Grace. That's all I got to say. Skylar, Crazy Steve, Falaba versus Jordan Grace with Rachel Ellering, which is another reason why I think she's gonna win. Chelsea Green, Madison Rain is in this. Alicia Edwards is in this. Tennille Dashwood. Oh my goodness, she's in it too. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. If y'all hadn't seen her in a minute, oh my goodness.
So actually, speaking of Impact, dude, we have now interviewed a official Impact signee.
Oh yeah,
this week, bro.
Yeah,
Gail Kim offered Masha Slamovich a contract to Impact Wrestling. Yes. She's officially an Impact Knockout. I am so ecstatic for her. She deserves it. She has worked her ass off. Yeah. She's so incredibly talented, and she will be that champion before you know it.
That's cool.
I'm super excited for that. That was cool. You've also got the X Division tournament going on right now, which we saw Alex Zane compete in. I'm pretty sure that Trey Miguel is going to end up winning this title.
Probably so.
He makes the most sense to me to be the next X Division champion. I'm really liking their world title. I'm pretty sure Josh Alexander is going to beat Christian Cage for the world championship at Bound for Glory this weekend.
We agree on that.
Josh Alexander has worked his ass off.
Yes, he has.
He was a great tag team with Ethan Page, and he's carried that X Division title and made it worth something again. Cashed in option C. I think it's time for an Impact signed guy to hold the Impact title again, personally. There's a lot going on.
We got Deonna Purrazzo versus Mickie James. Woohoo, Mickie James back in the ring.
Announced this week at Knockouts Knockdown, the Inspiration, FKA, the Iconics are coming to Impact, battling Decay for their World Tag Team Women's titles at Bound for Glory.
I wouldn't be shocked if they won.
I think they do. I think they do.
I wouldn't be shocked if they won.
I really do. And then also, news coming out today that supposedly Braun Strowman sat down with Impact officials last night. Well, I've said this for months.
You said it. You have been.
Said it for months.
You have been.
Sign that man, Impact. He will be good for y'all. He's not going to be good for AEW. He will be great for Impact.
Yeah.
So I'm actually, this is the first time I've ever really wanted to buy an Impact pay-per-view.
Hold up.
Like,
hold up now.
I know, right?
Hold up now. We're going to do too far now.
But it's an interesting pay-per-view. You're going to have a lot of surprises, a lot of people show up that you're not expecting. It's Impact's, this is Impact's Mania. So they're going to pull out all the stops. There's some great matches on the card. Like I said, you got Josh Allen. Hang on, let's pull up.
Man, you just talked about the K and the going up against the Inspiration. You got Rich Swann versus Brian Meyer versus Moose versus Morrissey versus Chris Sabin versus Ace Austin. Madman.
Oh yeah, that's
call your gauntlet match. Call your gauntlet match.
Your shot gauntlet.
Yeah, yeah.
That one, I'm excited for that one. The winner receives a trophy and a contract they can vote anytime within 1 year. This is Impact's Money in the Bank.
Yep.
Except they can do it on any X Division tag team, any match they want.
Don't matter.
Then you have Trey Miguel, Steve Macklin, El Fantasma for the X Division title. Like you said, Decay.
Miguel for to win that thing.
I agree. Steve Macklin just hasn't been there long enough. El Fantasma, the same thing. He just came in with the Bullet Club. Decay versus Inspiration. I see Inspiration winning this. I really do. For the sheer fact of what better way to bring them in.
Plus, I don't think that Decay is over now as they once were.
I agree with that.
Yeah, but there's only so much you can do with Rosemary.
Honestly, I've been thinking it's time to break them up. I'm ready for Rosemary to move on.
Yeah.
Rosemary to me should be in the women's championship picture.
Right. Make a case for Havoc too. But I think it is time to break them up though. Just because you dominant doesn't mean
you mentioned
be
it
over.
For a second. We didn't talk about it much. The Deonna Purrazzo Mickie James match.
That's going to be so good. That's going to be so good.
No, people don't talk about women's dream women's matches as much as they should. Boom. Right there. Right there, motherfuckers. Because Deonna Purrazzo, did you go? You should go and listen to her podcast she did with Renee. Because you could just hear in her voice, she was so satisfied with herself and how well she's done since she left WWE. Right. They didn't believe in her. They wouldn't give her a chance. They wouldn't give her a shot. And she has went out here, and every storyline she has done in Impact is something she wanted to do in NXT.
And it's beaten some very credible ladies, too.
Oh, man.
Very credible.
She's beaten... She's about to wrestle Mickie James. Jordan Grace. Beat Jordan Grace. Mm-hmm. At 73, she locked up with at the women's NWA women's pay-per-view, it was, who did she hook up with? It was Melina. Okay. And then the night after that, I think she worked Legit Layla Hirsch. Mm-hmm. And so, dude, she's super talented. Great on the mic. Can talk like, I'm so excited for this match. Christian Cage, Josh Alexander will be a great match.
And just to see Mickie get back in the ring, too.
Dude, Heath is back. Heath is back in Impact.
Yeah, man.
Dude, and tag match between him and Violent by Design. Don't know who his partner is going to be with the storyline going on. Is it going to be Rhino? Is it going to be someone else?
Should be Rhino.
It should be. The storyline going on right now, he's torn. So it just doesn't know what's going to happen. I'm telling you, this is a good, solid pay-per-view that Impact has put together for Bound for Glory. It's got some great matches on it. You're going to have some surprises. I'm excited.
Me too. Now I go to you up here talking about buy. Hold up, I might not buy, but you're talking about some buy. Hold up.
Well,
unless the price is right. If the price is right, then we'll jump. But y'all know me, I'm cheap.
Well, I don't think impacts are only. This one might be a little more because it's Bound for Glory. It might be a little more because it's Bound for Glory. But
maybe $20-$25. Yeah, I can do that.
Our producer, he's Southern. My brethren, he's from her neck of the woods out there in West Virginia.
And he trained in Atlanta for WW4A. He trained with Mr. Hughes. That's my underdog. It's been my underdog for years. Ever since he was in WWE, Heath has always been my underdog.
I love me some Heath, man. Always have. He's got kids, damn it.
Got kids.
Only 2, not 12. Only 2, but he's still got kids.
What Brock say? I don't give a damn about your fucking kids.
Dude, what are you thinking of this new face? Almost like rock and roll dad Brock Lesnar that we're getting versus Roman Reigns.
So that's the way he looks right now is funny as crap, man.
I think he looks cooler now than he ever has. Truly.
Really?
Yes.
Oh man, no sir. I can't agree with that. With that little slip back ponytail, no, I can't agree with that. No. But I do want to see it. I do want to see it. I do want to see Paul Heyman turn. I do want to see that.
I think it's going to happen now. You got the rumors coming out that it doesn't sound like the Rock thing is happening at Survivor Series. I don't see them holding the belt on Roman until Mania. Like, it's getting boring.
Yeah, it is, and I've said it before, and I've said it before on this show. The whole thing with me is the fact I can't connect with it. I'm not Samoan. I can't connect with it, and then you won't do what you need to do and build that thing out. If you brought Naomi into there, and she could do something for the women, then it would make a little bit more sense. But they haven't done that, so. Excuse me, but they haven't done that. So,
well, I only got one other thing I want to talk about, and so we're going to take our last commercial break, and then I just want to talk about the G1 a little bit, and then we'll get out of here. We'll be right back, guys.
All right.
All right, and that is Double XP. You can catch that every Wednesday with Kay, Tyler, and Pun talking all things video games. And yes, I know the video will be fixed. I'm sorry. I knew she was going to yell at me. And then Drop the Mock Podcast. That's me, Pun, every Tuesday talking all things music from anything you can think of. 9 Central, 10 Eastern, and then Sports Report After Dark. Mondays after Sports Report, you can catch Tony C. 7 and Dirty Dan talking the human side of sports. All right. Just had one thing I wanted to talk about, and I'm trying to find I saw the points for the G1 Classic just recently in an article that I was reading, or G1 Climax, and now, of course, I can't find them. Just that's how things work.
You'll find it now.
Yeah, but I'm not going to waste all this time. One thing I wanted to talk about is... Oh, wait. Did I just find it? I think I found it. Yes, I did. Okay. So, Block A. Kota Ibushi and Shingo are tied, and Kenta and Zack Sabre are all tied with 12 points. All four from Block A tied with 12.
Damn.
Block B. Jeff Cobb has 16 points. Motherfucker hasn't lost a match.
That's amazing.
He's 8-0.
That's amazing for a tournament
Is
like
Jeff
that.
Cobb going to be the G1 Climax winner?
That's
Like, is he?
amazing. That's amazing to be in a tournament like that. You haven't lost a match yet.
Well, in here, this will tell you, Evil is in Block B. He is also has 12 points and has been eliminated. The only reason that all those guys are still in it is because they are all tied for first place with 12 points. And then you got Tamiro Ishii with 10 points, who is also in it. It is crazy. Jeff Cobb, and then you got Okada with 14 points at 7-1. That's all that's left from Block B. You would have a hard time convincing me at this point. You've got Okada versus Cobb on the 20th. If Cobb wins this match, which I think he will, he's winning this tournament. There's no other way to say
another way to put it.
Which I love to see. I love me some Jeff Cobb. I love Jeff Cobb. I want to see more.
Like I said, for him to be like this, man, that's amazing.
Well, you're outscoring guys like Kenta and Ibushi and Okada and Sabre Jr., who, like, geez, man.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Buddy Matthews is making his NJPW debut. Nobody really cares. I'm sorry. I was never really a Buddy Murphy fan. He's too cookie cutter for me. I liked him and Alexa Bliss and that other dude. Like, that was when I liked Buddy Murphy.
That was it.
But on that note, I think we're going to go ahead and call it.
All right, man.
Another great night talking wrestling with Will.
Yes, sir.
We're going to try and get back on this weekly habit of actually doing the show. It's just life.
Yeah.
But we'll definitely be back next week to discuss what has happened in Bound for Glory as we are airing. So y'all check us out and check out everything on PinFall. We'll see y'all next week. Y'all have a good night.
Y'all take care. Peace.